Because when people aren't doing good in their job search, they just blame their resume, when in fact there are so many different ways that you can make yourself competitive in your job search. So that's what I'm going to teach you today. That aspect is called skill building. Hello there, this is Mercedes. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. I am a career coach, an HR manager, an executive recruiter, a certified HR professional, the founder of the Black Professionals Academy, as well as a startup called Niche. And I make videos to help Black professionals find meaningful success in their careers, as well as pursue their dream job in a way that allows them to pursue their personal purpose and passion. So I know that sometimes, especially, right, depending on where we came from, our educational background, our career background, it's very likely that we are transitioning into different career paths or different fields when we are trying to pursue that passion. And so when you do that, of course, you need to pivot, right? You need to grow, you need to advance, and you really, in order to do that successfully, you really need to show up as a very competitive, highly qualified candidate so that you can get that type of job. So what I'm doing in this video is I'm sharing my number one tip for becoming a more competitive candidate and increasing your odds of getting the offer with one exact job search strategy, which is called skill building. So let's get right into it. Also, if you stay until the end, I will share with you how you can get access to my career action planner. This is the planner that I use with my coaching clients or individuals who are in my academy to help them gain the experience that they need in order to land their dream job, which often requires them to gain new skills and abilities. So we'll talk about that at the end. Okay, so basically you're probably asking me, what is skill building, Mercedes? So skill building is the action of gaining new skills, right? It is going out there and understanding what is needed for you to be able to be a very competitive candidate and making a plan to become that candidate by gaining those skills. And there's so many different ways that you can do that. We are going to talk about that today, but we are going to start off with really the first step in this entire process of skill building, and that is going ahead and identifying and researching your dream career. So you cannot move forward. You can't have a passion-filled career. You also can't build skills unless you know where you're going. So I want you to ask questions like, what is the ideal job that you want to learn? And then once you know that, you'll start to ask questions like, what skills, experience, and knowledge is needed for you to land this job? Once you have all of that, write all of that information down. So I know this may sound a little unclear if you haven't done this, but if you already know, let me start here. If you don't know what your ideal career path is, I have different videos and trainings that really explain to you how to do that. I posted another one a couple weeks ago, so go ahead and watch that to get clear on your career path. And then once you've done that, you'll actually probably want to watch the video that I also posted I'll just post a playlist below so that you can learn and figure out what types of skills are needed. But essentially, I want you to write all of this information down. And by doing your research with either job boards or communicating with others or researching other people's profiles on LinkedIn or something like that, just getting a better understanding. So for example, I went ahead and I looked up a technical program manager, and some of the things that they required for that position was an understanding of SQL, mobile feature launches, product marketing, creating roadmaps, and executing programs. Those are the types of skills that they are looking for in their ideal candidate for a technical program manager. Okay? That's all. That's it. Hi. I was just curious, did you subscribe yet? Because I would love for you to subscribe. I would love for you to get all of this juicy goodness in your notification box all the time, because I am literally dropping career nuggets. So subscribe, boo. Number 2 is, once you've gotten clear and you have really mapped out what skills, knowledge, and abilities are needed for that ideal career path, you are going to then conduct a skills gap analysis. What is a skills gap analysis, you might add? That's where you first write down, again, all of those skills, knowledge, experience that you need to land your dream job, and then you also write down all of the knowledge, skills, and abilities that you currently have. Then you want to find the gap. Like, what is missing here? What do you need to learn? What do you need to prepare for in order to meet the needs of that position? And when you're able to fulfill those things, I'm not saying you can do all of them in a reasonable period of time, but when you learn what's in that gap, you're going to create a plan to be able to succeed in creating that. And then you want to start understanding a little bit more about what options there are for you. So for example, if you knew that you already had experience from previous jobs for creating a roadmap as well as executing programs, then you would not spend any time learning skills about those things. You would instead go and learn more about SQL or mobile features or mobile feature launches so that you can learn that skill, right? And then the next step is to create a professional development plan. So yes, number 3, create a professional development plan. So a professional development plan is a plan that you put together in order to really fill that gap, right? So here's where I am, here's where I want to be. How do I accumulate the knowledge, skills, and abilities to be there, right? A professional development plan has clear action items and milestones and things like that to help you stay on task. So for instance, let's go back to that technical program manager example. If you said, oh, I need to learn about SQL, well, you might take an entry-level SQL course. You may watch videos about what technical program managers do. You may complete a certificate course, just learning more holistically about the role, or you may ask to shadow or network with people who are currently in that role. It's completely up to you how you decide to pursue those things and address this gap for you. But basically, you just want to make sure that you set goals and clear milestones for what you're going to do exactly to make sure you get from here to there. And that holistically is how you skill build. So I know if you're getting this far that you may really be thinking like, you know what, Mercedes, I really wanted to learn more about resume or interviewing. I promise that information can be found on my YouTube, so just keep watching and look for those things. But one of the number one things that you can do, like you could have a very snazzy, beautiful resume, but if you're missing key skills or experience from your resume, that's going to hold you back no matter what. So I promise you that if you take some time to really think about your professional development plan and the different skills that you need to acquire in order to be successful, this is going to help you by literal leaps and bounds in your job search to be a more competitive candidate. I did mention that I have a career action plan. You can download that below. That will really help you to make sure that you're able to transition from where you currently are to where you want to be and become more competitive by really outlining all of those things. So the different aspects that I outlined today, you can fill that out in that action planner, and that can help you move forward and be organized. So I want to know from you, what's one thing that you are going to commit to doing this week? I want you to type that in the comments. Let me know one thing that you're going to commit to doing this week to build your skills so that you can be more competitive in your job search. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, skill building is just one aspect of a successful job search. There's so much more holistically that goes into that, whether that's professional branding, job search strategy, resume writing, interviewing, and all of those different things. So if you're somebody that you are like, I am so ready to transition. I'm ready to be the competitive candidate. I'm ready to land my dream job in 90 days. I'm ready to pursue my passion. Then I want you to join the Black Professionals Academy. It is the academy that I created to help Black professionals be able to, again, get all the tools, knowledge, resources, and information in one place to be able to transition quickly. And it's also low cost, and it has a free trial for you to be able to join. So I will drop a link below for you to be able to join. Go ahead and click that. You can do it right now as I'm talking, but the Academy has over 20 videos. It has templates, it has workbooks, and it also has group coaching if you join the base program, and one-on-one coaching with me, one 30-minute session every single month with me if you decide to do the premium version of the Academy. But basically, it's designed to have all of the resources, all of the tools, and all of the information to help you land your dream job. So I hope that you join the Academy. Again, it is a 7-day free trial, and it starts with the base package at just $19. So it's very affordable, and I hope that you're able to join because I would love to help you. All right, so as we close, I want you to know that as you're skill building and you're looking at position descriptions and just doing your research, that it could just literally seem to go on and on and on. Like, there is always new things that you can learn, always ways that you can better yourself as a candidate and be more competitive. But I want you to know that it takes time to go through this. And as you take in that information, I want you to, first of all, make this plan reasonable, right? Don't load that professional development plan and set milestones for you that are not reasonable, because you will be burnt out and you will probably either stop your job search or because you're just overwhelmed, or you won't actually end up moving forward. And that's the second piece. Needing to skill build in your job search is something that goes alongside your job search. It does not take the place of your job search. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you want to be a more competitive candidate, but you are spending more time bettering yourself than you are on your job search, it's a balance there, because if you're doing one, then you're not making any progress in the other, and your whole goal is to transition, right? Is to get that next job, to transition into a different career field or career path. And so what I want to encourage you to do is to not load down so much on skill building that you forget to apply, that you forget to follow up on interviews, that you forget to do this, because this is not a precursor for you being able to get that job. It doesn't mean that you can't have it just because you don't knock off all of the things on the position description, okay? So I want you to keep going, keep applying, and continue to build your skill on the side as a side project, right? Not for that to be your only strategy for getting a job, okay? Look at this holistically. So don't pause things. Nothing has to be perfect. You sure as hell don't have to be perfect, okay? So if you really like this video, I hope that you like it. I also hope that you come back and you subscribe so you can learn more. I am going into further detail about all of these different things in the academy, the career success path, and all of these things so that I can help you be the next Black career success story. If you found this video helpful, I would really love if you share it with others, other Black professionals who could really use this information to advance in their careers. So I will see you next time. Bye!